This is Rock Tomato or something?
Yeah, Music Tomato.
Music Tomato.
ニューヨーク州の州都アルバニーで、今日は、メタリカのコンサートがあります。ドラマーのラーズに来てもらいました。こんにちは、How do you
Okay, hello.
You are going back to Japan. How do you feel?
Great. It's I think it's been too long. I think it's been about 2.5 years
Right.
now, and I know that you see people say this about every place that they go, but up till we went to Japan up in '86, that was definitely the best tour that we'd ever been on, ever, anywhere.
What?
And we really just look forward to coming back.
It's great.
Yeah.
Why did you try to make a music video this time?
I think it was basically because that, first of all, because we'd never done one.
Right.
And it almost became a bit of a challenge to try and see if we could do one our way, on our terms. And then secondly, when we found out about the movie that was done about the book, Johnny Got His Gun, it sort of seemed like there was a chance to do a video that would be really, really different than what any other rock bands have done in the last few years. And then, you know, Metallica, we always like to do things as different as possible. So it just two and two kind of connected, and we started focusing in on the on the chance to really pull off something very different.
I think that video is so effective to the new fans to, you know, understand what Metallica is.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think it's just, you know, very different from, you know, not anything against, you know, your Whitesnakes or your Motley Crues, but it's just, it's very different. And I think it is very Metallica, and it was something that we set out to do. We had an agreement with a record company, which was that when the video was done, if we weren't happy with it, we'd just throw it away. So that was quite good. So yes, I'm very happy with it, and I think it is very Metallica. As a matter of fact, there's also, we just finished working on a second version of the video, which is, you know, the same, obviously, song and video, but without any of the story in it. So now there's two different versions. There's the one that has the full story, the story and all the movie clips and the dialogue, and then we just edited one together just with a band playing, you know, just a song in that environment. So there's actually two different ones available now.
What do you try to say to one?
I don't look at it as much as what we're trying to say. It's more really a story. It's an idea that we had actually way back on the Master of Puppets album, where it was like what it would be like to be in a situation where you could not communicate with anyone around you, where you were basically a basket case, just like a living consciousness, kind of, where you had no arms, legs, obviously couldn't see, hear, or speak or anything. But there was an idea we had a long time ago, but we couldn't really get on with it from there on until one day when we were writing stuff for the Justice album, I talked to Cliff Bernstein, our manager, and he suggested that there was a book that was set against that same idea called Johnny Got His Gun. And James went out and got it and read it, and then we set that idea against the sort of World War I background and all that. But initially, it only started out just as an idea. It wasn't that we read the book and then wanted to write a song about it. It was an idea that we had, and then the book sort of got us going and put the song in the background of the World War I thing and all that. We're not really, I don't really look at it as much as us trying to say anything specific or anything. It's just, it's a story about what it would be like to be in that kind of awful situation, obviously.
But anyway, you know, good video, I think.
Thank you.
Well, how did you feel, you know, performing at the Grammy?
It was a lot of fun. It was it was a little different, obviously, than the usual Metallica audience, but it was. I think it was. You know us. We always like to try new things, and we'd never actually tried to do anything that, you know, formal or strict or whatever. And it was quite interesting. I was very happy about the performance because we had some sound checks and some rehearsal the day before where everything went wrong. You know, guitars went out and people forgot the new arrangement of the song. It was really bad, and I thought, oh no, this is, you know, tonight on television, live, Metallica's all over, you know. And then we went out and we actually played the best version of the song that I think that we could play under any circumstances. All the guitars were plugged in right, there were no mistakes, and everyone was very on top of it. So I was very happy about that, definitely. I don't think it could have been any better.
Is there any pressure?
I think the only pressure was, or at least speaking for myself, I was I was a little nervous. I was nervous about if everything would work right. You know, we only had 6 minutes from to get everything up, and you're dealing with, you know, a lot of people, what's called union, you know, just stage hands, and it's like, oh, this goes into this socket, and they plug it in very wrong, and I think we were all a little worried about the technical side of it, but as soon as we all realized, I think that everything was actually working, and, you know, 15, 30 seconds into the song, everything was okay, we really, I think, opened up and really went for it. It was good.
So, you know, so many fans thought, you know, Metallica would be a winner.
Right.
So.
I think, let's be realistic, and I think the real win for us was being on the show and playing. That, I think, is what's gonna last in people's mind. And who won the award, I think, is gonna fade away a lot quicker. You have to remember that most of the people that vote in the Grammy Academy are people that are a lot older than both the fans and the people in the media and the people in the music business. There are people that are like retired, you know, audio engineers and just, you know, slightly older people that are maybe a little less in touch with what goes on at the moment. And you gotta remember that when they look at the list and go, okay, Metallica, they go, who the hell is Metallica? And they go, oh, Jethro Tull. I remember Jethro Tull from, you know, 20 years ago when I was young myself, and I better vote for them. So I think we were told by Cliff Bernstein and Mensch that it would probably end up being either AC/DC or Jethro Tull, simply because of what's called the name recognition, which means, you know, oh, here are 5 names. Oh, I recognize the name Jethro Tull more than anyone else. So we were really kind of prepared for it, even though everyone had been building Metallica up to win it. But like I said, I think the most important thing for us was being on the show, and that's what was the good thing. So.
I think, you know, they didn't know about what heavy metal, you know, what's hard rock.
It was quite funny because there was an interview with the president of the Academy the day after, and he said that the only thing he was really embarrassed about was the heavy metal category, and he said that usually it takes the Academy a few years to really even understand what the hell the award is for and so forth. But he actually apologized in the LA Times. It was so funny. He was very embarrassed.
Well, you know, you have a platinum album still. How do you feel?
I feel great. It's obviously I feel great. It's very close to double platinum now. It's just under 2 million. As a matter of fact, in the last 6 weeks, it's really starting to pick up again. You know, the album keeps moving up the charts now, and obviously it's very funny that we have a single in the Hot 100.
Right.
Which is obviously very funny. I think this week it's 46, and it's still climbing up. But the album has really picked up in the last 6 weeks, and I think the double platinum looms in the distance, which is nice.
Yeah, I think everybody to watch the video clip you know, and a strong impressed from that.
Yeah.
So single album,
And also obviously we're doing very much touring right now, and the Grammys. So at the moment everything is very just right with Metallica. So.
Everybody knows Metallica, even mom,
Right.
Well, I think your new album, and just for it's a sound like more live sound. How do you feel?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I think
it's very different, muscle puppets.
Yeah, it's a little less polished. I think we wanted to go for something that was a little harder, a little raw, a little punchier this time around in the mix and in the sound. And also I think that the big difference is that this time around we actually had written all the songs and knew all the songs before we went in the studio, and that way we feel the songs a little more when we play them, as opposed to on Master of Puppets. A lot of the songs were only written a few days before we started recording them, so we didn't really know them very well, so they're a little sort of stiff. On the Justice album, I think it's a little more confident, a little more relaxed, because we know the song so well, and I think that makes it sound a little livelier overall.
And also after this album, you joined Monsters of Rock Festival.
Yes.
Do you have any memories of Monsters of Rock?
Oh, I have many memories. Yeah, I mean, it was. I think it was a great thing for us to be associated with. I think we were the band of all of them that probably got the most out of it and probably had the most to gain. And I think that it was a lot of fun for us. We were with the Dawkins guys every day, and we have the same management of them, so we would travel with Dawkins every day and same hotels and everything, and that was a lot of fun. And the shows, we would go on at 4 in the afternoon, when we were barely even awake yet. But it was good, and I think it really sort of set up, all the stuff that happened with the Justice album taking off in September, and the way that we're doing so well with the tour now and everything. You really have to say that the Monsters tour had a lot to do with that, obviously. So very good.
I see. Japanese audience, they're very interested about your new stage set.
Right.
Tell me about.
Well, basically, what we're doing is we want to bring the whole set over to Japan, and unfortunately, I hear in a couple of the smaller venues, I don't know if we can get the whole thing in as usual, but I know at the Tokyo shows we'll definitely be able to put the whole thing on. I don't want to give too much of it away, and I'm sure they've seen some pictures of it already, but it basically obviously evolves around the front cover of the Injustice for All album, and we're just trying to do something that's a little bit, different. It's I think it plays more on stuff like moods and on feels, and the guy who our lighting guy who runs the whole thing, it plays very much with each song is different in the overall lighting.
Oh, yeah?
And so it's not like the whole, you go out on the first number, everything is just the same for the next 2 hours. It's like the lights are very, very different from every song, and it's just, it sort of gets built up and then sort of kind of gets unbuilt back down.
Wow.
And it's I like to look at it that it's a little bit different than what most other metal bands have been doing in the last couple of years. It's a little more moodier, and it plays a lot on the moods of the songs and so forth. And we're trying to bring as much of it. I think at the Tokyo shows we'll be able to have everything, but at some of the Nagoya and the Osaka shows, which are very small stages, but we try and bring as much as we can, and we'll do our best.
Everybody, excited about that, It's how was that idea come along?
I think it
built up and.
It just basically came, I think, from both John Broderick, which was our lighting designer. We told him that we really wanted something that was very different than what other metal bands have been doing, and obviously, he connected in on the cover and so forth. I think that we actually do, even though I don't like to. We also have to give a little credit to Peter Mensch, because he's very good with ideas like that. So Peter Mensch definitely too came up with some of the ideas.
というわけですけども、じゃあ最後に日本のファンにメッセージをもらおうと思います。Could you give a message to Japanese audience?
Japanese audience, hello. Well, I think that the best thing to say is just that we're really, really looking forward to coming back there again. Like I said, our tour in November of '86 was the best tour and the most fun that we'd had up to that point in time. And I think 2.5 years to be away from Japan is way too long. And it's great to see, obviously, that the tickets are selling so well that we've added the second Tokyo show, which we're very happy about. And we'll be over for about 2 weeks, so let's have a good time. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much indeed.
Okay.
Okay, we need 3 different
IDs, yeah.
First one is Pure Rock.
Pure Rock, Tomato.
Yeah, zero anytime.
Yeah.
Identify yourself and you're watching Pure Rock.
Okay. Yo, this is Lars from Metallica, and you're watching the Pure Rock show right here. No, it's just Pure Rock, not any TV station or anything?
Just Pure Rock is fine.
Pure Rock? Okay. Yo, this is Lars from Metallica, and you're watching the Pure Rock show. We'll go number 3. Yo, this is Lars from Metallica, and you're watching Pure Rock.
Music Tomato World.
Oh, God. Okay. Yo, this is Lars from Metallica, and you're watching Music Tomato World.
Funky Tomato.
Oh, my God. Okay, yo, this is Lars from Metallica, and you're watching The Funky Tomato Show.
Right. And one radio ID, please.
Okay.
Please.
今度ギタリストのですね、ジェームスとインタビューしてみようと思いますけども。You just wake up?
Yeah, a little while ago.
How's it going tour?
Good.
Good?
Yeah, we've been out for quite a while now, almost a whole year, since the Monsters of Rock thing.
Right.
And things are going good.
Yeah?
Been selling out here and there and just doing our thing.
It's great. You're going back to Japan. How do you feel?
Yeah, great. We always liked Japan. I mean, we were only there for 10 days last time, so hopefully
right.
a little longer this time.
I'm very interested about your music video one. Why did you try to make a music video this time?
Well, everyone was saying that Metallica will never do a video, so now we go, okay, let's do one. And I don't know, it was the right song, it was the right time, and we had some good ideas to, put along with the song for the video. And it was just the right time.
And I'm very interested about demo version of one.
Yeah,
Demo version. Because I think the 4 tracks or something? 4 tracks.
On the demo?
Yeah. Demo version of one.
Yeah.
I think, coming soon, right? Release.
Yeah. It'll be on the B-side of something.
Right. Tell me about the story.
Well, it's on, a little 4-track machine, the Fostex, and there's no bass on it. There's no. I did a lot of the lead stuff on it, and it was just me and Lars just trying to get the song together. And there were basically demos for our management and record company, just to tell them, hey, we're working on stuff, and here it is, and just thought it'd be a, kind of different to put that on the B-side of something. There's not all the lyrics are there, so it's like nah 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 nah, There's no lyrics, and the leads are crap, This is something different. Yeah.
Is that recorded studio? No.
No, it was in our garage, and it was just 2 microphones plugged in.
Oh.
Just me and Lars, basically.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And also, music video one. I think that video is so effective to the new fans, to understand what Metallica is. What do you think?
Well, I definitely think it's a good one to show what we're all about. That we, there's some kind of message in the song. It's not just rock, and chicks walking, and all that. The song is from that, the book and the movie Johnny Got His Gun, and there's a long version and there's a shorter version they've done. Once you see the short version, after you see the long version, it's not as good. But the long version tells the story a lot better. But still, in the short version, you can make out what's going on. And it's pretty heavy topic, and some of the stuff's pretty tough.
Right. And why did you use so many footage of movie?
Just to basically tell the story a bit better. On maybe some people might not catch on what's going on really, and just showing the footage. I mean, it's real different too, because there's a lot of the movie, and at times it's like we're doing the soundtrack to this movie. It's just different.
What do you try to say through one?
What are we saying? Well, I mean, it's just basically that story about the guy who was in the war, and it's just at the end how no one, really cares.
Right.
After the war, he's just like there. He's just like a brain living in this thing, and he's trying to communicate, and no one can understand. He wants, them to kill him, but he can't. He's got this iron lung thing keeping him going, and all this, and at the end, he thinks they're trying to communicate to him, but then he just feels something in him, and they're just pinning this metal on him, and he's going, oh, no, kill me, and,
right.
It's pretty heavy.
I think in the Japanese audience, really, strong impact from one, music video one, even, who don't like heavy metal music, I think.
That's good, yeah. So it's been playing over there, the video?
Yeah, it's great. And I'm very interested about, Grammy Award.
Me too.
How did you feel performing Grammy?
We were a little nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, live in front of millions of people.
And also, lots of famous, musicians there, right?
Yeah, there were some people, watching us that, didn't even know who we were, or Stevie Wonder and all these other people. But for us, that was definitely a great thing. I mean, even though we didn't win, I mean, playing on the thing was such a great thing.
Right.
But it was just weird at the end, Jethro Tull.
I think, they didn't know about what is heavy metal, right?
No, it's a real new category for them.
Right.
So they didn't really know what was really happening in the heavy metal, or they're older people, in Nashville, and they're producers, musicians, and older kind of people who haven't really latched onto the new kind of thing yet. So it's pretty typical, that they won. They might have won 10 years ago or something, but now, it was pretty weird.
I think nominate is very strange, The Metallica AC/DC is all right, but, Iggy Pop, Jethro, the Gen Addiction,
It was very strange, and that just goes, to show how they didn't really know what was going on. It was a new thing for them. And the guy came on later and explained, that it was a new thing, and they didn't really understand what was going on yet in that category.
Yeah, but, I watch on TV, lots booing,
Yeah, cut to a commercial, quick,
Yeah.
And just boo. Yeah. It was a lot of fun, though. I mean, we got to see what really goes on, behind the scenes. During commercials, people are running around, and everyone sit down and all this. And but it was cool because we get to do our own thing, with our lighting, with our, we had these pyro things. I don't know. Have you seen the? Yeah. All right. So we get to do our own thing, basically. So it didn't look all the same, like all the other acts up there flashing lights, wow, 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 It was kind of a mysterious thing, which was cool.
But so many fans thought, Metallica would be, winner,
Yeah.
Everybody.
So did we. I thought AC/DC, was going to win, basically, but, we were joking backstage. Yeah, Jethro Tull, Woo.
Oh.
But once we got rolling up there playing, it was good. We had a lot of fun.
Right. And the album, Justice, you have almost 2 million, right? In the States.
Something like that, yeah.
How do you feel? It's great.
Yeah, great. Really good. Radio's starting to play a little bit of One, the single One. A lot of the, stations, or the radio stations, are finding out that, hey, Metallica is something they have to deal with. And so they're changing their format for us, So that's good. I mean, we've stuck to our principles, and we're getting, bigger and bigger.
Yeah, I very strange feeling because, single One, it's a very, very good in chart, right? So I'm very strange feeling, it's a Metallica album chart, not single chart. It's very strange feeling.
The singles, yeah. This is just kind of
But it's good,
Hey, doing it our way, and, if that, whatever happens, that's cool. As long as it's done our way. People changing to us, not us, changing.
Right. I think, new young fan, join Metallica field, I think. Young heavy metal fans, I think, will buy the single. On the, radio and TV, to watch the One.
Yeah, it's just a little more exposure, The Grammys thing, definitely, and, the video.
Even my father knows Metallica,
All right.
How about your family? Watch the TV?
Yeah, they saw the Grammy thing, and my dad called me up at the hotel. Oh, you guys get ripped off, Jethro, who? My dad, he's just Metallica. Yeah, he's behind us.
That's great. Well, and also Japanese fan very interested about your new stage set. So tell me about this.
It's bigger, and there's a lady, and I don't know how much of the stuff we're going to get to bring over to Japan, but we'll definitely have like all we can bring. The Lady Justice. It's like kind of a court building, like the front, and it's just like a federal building that's kind of crumbled down, and just goes along with the subject matter on the album.
How is the set list? Almost songs from new album? No?
No, there's, I mean, a bit from each album. We play about 5 or 6 new songs, though, 5 songs. But we play about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours? Oh, very tough.
Yep. But I mean, our songs are long, and we want to play a lot of songs, and then, I mean, people get their money's worth, you know?
And you said, Monsters Block because, you touring the Monsters Block before headliner show, right? Do you have any good memory or bad memory of the Monsters Block festival?
It was just a lot of fun. I mean, touring the summer in the United States is a lot of fun. And the bands were really cool. We hung out a lot, and it was just really weird us going on at like 2 in the afternoon or 3, By the time, it was nighttime, we were all, either passed out or gone or something, but no. It was, a few raging times, just getting up jamming at bars here and there, with some of the, Dawkins guys or whoever. You just get up at a local bar and, jam or whatever. It's a lot of fun.
And you touring with the Queensryche, it's the same management. How do you feel about the Queensryche? Because the Queensryche, touring Japan same time as Metallica. May.
Is it the same time or just before?
Just before,
Yeah.
just before.
They're a good band. I mean, they really, on stage, their sound is really, they try and represent the album sound as good as possible. I mean, they sound really good, and they're tight. They're a good band for what they do.
じゃあ最後に日本のファンにメッセージをもらってますけど、まもなく日本にやってきますけどもね。Could you give some message to Japanese audience?
Hey, we're gonna be there soon and warm up the sake, and, Yeah, we can't wait to get there. We've been waiting a while.
ということですけども、鼻にピアスしてますけど、ちょっと聞いてみましょうか。して、when you get pierced?
Just after the Grammys.
Any reasons?
I don't know. It's different.
Dedicated to Grammy hours?
Yeah, this is for Jethro, I just felt like doing it. Something to do. I was bored.
そういうことだそうですけど。
Okay, a couple of ID, please.
All right.
Different TV show. One is Pure Rock. Identify yourself. You're watching Pure Rock.
All right.
待ってますね。はい。Still rolling anytime.
Hey, this is James from Metallica, and you're watching Pure Rock.
Music Tomato World.
All right. That's a good one. Hey, this is James from Metallica, and you're watching Music Tomato World.
Great. はい、これです。
はい。ベーシストのジェイソンにいろいろ話を聞いてみようと思いますけども、ツアーどんな感じで回ってるのかちょっと聞いてみようと思いますけども、How's going tour?
Great.
Great?
We're crushing everyone.
And also, you're going back to Japan. How do you feel?
Great. It's going to be excellent. We're looking forward to it. The first time I was there was like, I just joined the band and stuff, so I was still kind of, this time the band is so much stronger and, really got it together now, so we're all looking forward to it.
Right.
We're playing at some new place over there and everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you told me you played in Japan right after you joined the Metallica.
Yeah, like
right?
11 days or something
11 days,
else.
Yeah. How did you feel? Is there any pressure?
A lot of pressure.
Yeah?
It was, I didn't even sleep for the first 3 months anyway that I was in the band. I was like, I couldn't believe it,
Mm-hmm.
So then going to Japan, that was a big thing for me. That was like a goal that I had set for myself before that, and then immediately to go there, it was like, wow. So this time I have a bit more control, and I feel a bit more confident with the band, so I think it's going to be much better, much better.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you think sound of Metallica has changed after you joined the band?
Yeah, in a way. It's still very distinguishable. You can tell it's Metallica like that. But I think, Cliff and I have such far different playing styles, and stuff that it's naturally going to be a little bit different. But I personally don't think the band has ever been stronger than this. I think that Metallica is definitely stronger than it's ever been. Indestructible.
You told me, this tour was great, but do you have any episode during this tour?
Do I have any
Episode?
bad, you mean? Bad or just
Bad
in
or
general?
Good? In general. Both.
Not really. We've been keeping pretty controlled, actually. I mean, there hasn't been any kind of huge wild road stories or anything because we're doing a lot of shows, you know. I mean, we're doing 200 and some shows on this tour, right, within a year or something. And so we're really trying to keep ourselves together as far as, I mean, like the drinking and, getting in trouble and that kind of stuff. We're really trying to think positively because we want to be as good as we possibly can be. Everybody has it in their mind now that we have to go out there and do this. This is our big chance, This is our big headlining tour, and we have to show everybody what it's all about, prove to them that we can do it. And so we're very conscious of that, So there hasn't really been a whole lot of, stereotype road instances, like real nutty stuff or anything. There's a few things in Europe, tipping over cars and, fun things like that. But other than that, I think that had a lot to do with the Danzig guys were out on tour with us too. The Misfits guys, yeah. So.
Wow. You played the Monsters Broke People headliner show.
Right.
Do you have any good memory of the Monsters?
Yeah,
Broke?
absolutely. Yeah. The memory isn't that good because there was, that was like weekend shows only. So during the week, it was, but it was a great experience and such a good thing for us. We won over a lot of new fans, and it really kind of started the ball rolling for just in time for the Justice album to come out, and really just to start moving right along to fit right in with this headlining tour and everything. It was a great thing. Van Halen guys, excellent, just real nice to us all the time, and very friendly and very encouraging. Really behind us. They really liked what we were doing, and so it was a good feeling, really good vibe for the whole time. 30 shows or whatever, everyone was real good.
And also, why did you try to make a music video this time?
I think it just came to the point that we found something that was strong enough to, enough of a storyline and that we could, that would represent Metallica. We thought about it for a long time. We'd wanted to do one for a long time, but we really hadn't found something that we thought was going to be able to really do it, really make a mark, really be unique. So finally, when we came up with all, the Johnny Got His Gun with the book and then the movie following that and everything, there was enough there that it was going to be strong. So we went ahead and gave it a try, and it came out pretty good. So, we're all proud of it now, very proud of it.
I think this video is so effective to the new fans, to understand what Metallica is.
Right, I agree. Yeah, it's like I say, it represents us. I mean, it's right there. It's not really the most uplifting, nice, happy thing, but it's nonetheless real. It's very to the point and has kind of a good message to it.
Yeah. I think new fan bought a record,
Yeah, right, absolutely. Right? Yeah, it helped. It helped.
And also, I'm very interested about Grammy Awards. So, how did you feel performing the Grammy?
It was great. I mean, it was really
lots of famous, musician there.
Yeah, yeah. When we went for a couple days of dress rehearsal prior to the show, and up in the theater, it was like a regular theater with the seats going like that, and. In the places where these people were going to sit, they had their poster boards with their 8x10 promo shots, pasted to there and then sitting in that chair. So we're looking out there and we're playing, and there's Joe Cocker, Rod Stewart, Quincy Jones, Stevie Wonder, AC/DC, just like all these people just go, holy shit, whoa, whoa, whoa. So it was pretty weird. And then to actually for when it came down, it was like. There's all these guys running around with their headsets on, like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, panic. And everybody's like, wow. It's really, really weird thing to watch it all go down because for years, as a kid, you watch it on TV and you see it and it's all glitzy, woo, and then when you see it all happen, see behind the scenes, it becomes, much more,
it's fun.
Yeah, you see how it really goes down. It's not so huge and, it's like real stuff, so. But definitely interesting experience. Right. Very interesting.
Right. But so many fans thought Metallica would be a winner.
Everybody did. Yeah. When I did an interview with my friend over here, just prior to that, I'm going, yeah, we're gonna win. What about it? We knew. I was like, we knew. we knew that we were going to win. Everybody's still, oh, you guys got it, man. You guys got it in the bag, you know. And then when it finally came down, we couldn't believe it, you know. It's like, because we were a bit too overconfident, you know. When it finally came down, we're just going, what? You know, no way, no way. But then after about 10 minutes, we calmed down and, you know, realized that, figure out who's voting for this and who actually nominated the people to begin with. And, you know, sorry, we'll get him next time.
Yeah, I think, you know, they, you know, didn't understand what's heavy metal, you know.
Yeah, that's true. You know, that was like the first year for the category, and they're still kind of, you know, they're not quite sure. But we did good. I mean, it's like 50 million people watching.
Right.
And we played good, and, you know, everybody just kind of going, what? You know, Stevie Wonder, right in the front row, he's right in the front row. And we're just looking, he's like, he's got his brow, you know, it's all crunched up like this. He's going, man, what the hell is that noise, man? You know, it's like, how can people like this shit, man? You know, it's like, it was nuts. So, pretty nutty.
Yeah.
It was a good time, though. Really good time. Good experience.
I think Grammy is, you know, good publicity of Metallica.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, you know, 5 million people, you know.
50 million, yeah.
You know, even your family.
Right, yeah, my mom and dad came out there, yeah.
What he said?
My dad, like when we lost, he said that he booed louder than anybody, and because it was a huge, you know, when we first came on, it was louder than I ever expected. People, you know, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, but it was like, we're going, what? And then after they announced that we lost, this huge booing came over the whole crowd. And the guys go, Joe, commercial. You know, like freaking out, man, because I didn't want it to go over the TV, you know? It was great. It was great.
Good experience.
Yeah, and everybody knew. I mean, everybody knew what was supposed to happen. And you could tell by the boos. Yeah, so.
I don't know. I mean, the new fans very interested about, you know, the Metallica on Grammy. What do you think of core fans, the maniacs?
You know, there's always going to be a few that are saying, oh, you guys selling out, what are you doing, national TV? You know, they're not willing to accept it. But it's just, I mean, I want them to look at it like a positive thing. I mean, we're doing this for everybody. We're not just doing it for us. You know, we're not just doing it to be, oh, whoopee TV stars, whatever. We're doing it for you know, the metal thing, the movement, you know, the whole thing. Metallica has been at the forefront of the whole scene anyway, right? So it would only be right that we're the ones to represent that kind of music on that big of a scale. So, you know, I think that if they're going to be that close-minded and thick-headed about it, then that's dumb. That doesn't really matter. I think that they should be behind us. If they're behind us, they should be behind us all the way. You know, and it was we wouldn't have went and did it if we thought it was going to be some stupid thing. It was something, you know, for real, and something that meant a lot. You know, it was breaking down a big wall there because people before. A couple years ago, people would never even have heard, you know, they would never even have thought of that. They go, what? That kind of music on TV? What are you kidding? You know? But I mean, I think that we made the right move. It was our decision, and I think that the kids that should accept it, even the hardcore maniacs, they should accept it because we felt it was right, and if we didn't, we wouldn't have done it. So they should go along with us.
じゃあ最後に、日本のファンにメッセージをね、もらおうと思います。まもなく日本に行きますからね。Could you give me some message Japanese audience?
Hi, we're gonna be there soon, my friends, and you better be ready because we're gonna crush again. It'll be fun.
Okay. ID もらってください。
Okay, 2 IDs, please. Music Tomato World and Pure Rock.
Music Tomato World again?
And the Pure
I don't understand that. Oh, it's okay. Anyway, so just
identify yourself.
you're watching music. Okay.
Tomato World. Okay. I don't know.
Can I hide them?
Yeah. You want me to Okay.
I can get away with it. Ready? Hello. This is Jason Newsted from Metallica. You're listening to Music Tomato World.
And Pure Rock, please.
Hi. This is Jason from Metallica, and you are watching Pure Rock. Hey, on the first one, did I say listening to?
You're watching.
Did I say, I didn't say watching on tomato, did I?
Listeners there.
I said listening. Yeah, I better do tomato. Okay.
Tomato World.
Hello, my friends. This is Jason from Metallica, and you're watching Music Tomato World.
Okay.
Hello.
はい。ここアルバニーのバックステージのシャワールームでございますけども、出番中のカー君ちょっといろいろインタビューしてみましょう。Kirk, how are you doing?
Pretty good. Doing pretty good.
How's it going tour?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, really good. I'm surprised. The audiences have been great, and it's just been a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Now that we have this is our first headlining tour.
Right.
Things are a lot different now. We're in control of a lot of over what goes on, and things have been running really smoothly, and just going along.
I found lots of cat picture here. So you like cats?
I like cats.
Yeah?
Yeah. But those are our wardrobe lady, Allie's cats.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I have a cat named Clouseau. It's
Oh.
like the Persian Himalayan. Cool cat.
Yeah. And also you were very interested about, the Japanese cartoon, right? Devilman.
Debbie Dooman.
Devilman, yeah.
Yeah.
Why you like the Japanese cartoon? Something like a Godzilla.
Yeah.
Devil.
The animation is really good. I like Atom Boy a lot too. Atom Boy and Debbie Dooman and Captain Horlock are probably my favorite when it comes to Japanese cartoons. But the animation's really good. It's done very well. And Go Nagai is a very good artist. And me and Pusshead are big fans of Japanese animation and cartoons.
You have lots of, Japanese cartoon prop model or something?
In my
Collectors?
in my at my house I have a lot of Japanese toys and a lot of Japanese videotapes of cartoons, and I have a few Japanese pen pals who we go over to Japan, I'll be seeing them, and sometimes they come over here too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Pretty fun.
You played Little Wings on the stage, right?
Yeah.
Is that one of the roots of your guitar style?
I've always liked Jimi Hendrix, and I like that song quite a bit. So it was decided that maybe we should try and work it into the open solo, because it changes things around a little bit, and it changes the whole mood of the guitar solo. Instead of just someone standing there playing guitar for 15 minutes, this is a part where the rest of the band could come in as an accompaniment, and it just works really good. It just shifts the mood of the guitar solo.
I asked everybody, but I asked you again. How did you feel performing in the Grammy Award?
I was very, very, very nervous.
Yeah?
Yeah. The reason why I was nervous is because we had a dress rehearsal that morning, and it was an on-camera dress rehearsal, which meant the camera was on us while we were rehearsing, and my guitar didn't come on till halfway through the song, and my monitor wasn't plugged in, and I just thought, oh God, I hope this doesn't happen tonight on camera, in front of 30 million people. So that's what made me so nervous, is the fact that that was James, everyone. There's a possibility that my instrument might not be working, but other than that, it was pretty cool. It was different.
But so many fans, it would be, so it would be the Metallica is winner,
Yeah. I expected someone like AC/DC to win or something like that. But when Jethro Tull won it, my jaw dropped. I went, huh? Couldn't believe it. It was a shock. I was amazed.
So fans, everybody was very surprised?
Yeah, everyone in the entire building, I think, was surprised. It was really amazing.
How about your parents?
My parents are there. My mother was there.
Yeah?
I brought her there so she can see her son on the Grammys. And she was, when they announced Jethro Tull, she was part of the people who started booing. Just kidding.
You are going back to Japan soon.
Yes.
How do you feel?
It's gonna be great. I'm staying I'm staying in Japan 2 extra days, so me and Pushead can go.
Really?
Yeah. So could visit some friends and do some toy shopping.
Toy shopping?
Yeah.
It's fun.
Meet Gonagai. And, gonna have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, it's been 2 years since we've last been there,
Right.
and I have a big list of things that I want to get. There's these models that are made in Japan called Billiken models, and they're really nice. The detail and craftsmanship is excellent, and that's one of the main things I'm going to be getting when I go over there.
Wow, it's fun.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Okay, Rasen, could you give me a message to Japanese audience from Kirk?
Hello, guys and girls. Can't wait to see you in Japan. It's gonna be great. Yeah. Is that it? Hello, this is Kirk Hammett from Metallica, and you're watching Pure Rock.
And now it's called Music Tomato World.
Music Tomato World. Okay. Hello, this is Kirk Hammett of Metallica, and you're listening to Pure Tomato World. Did I say that right?
Music.
Oh,
Watching. Okay.
oh yeah. Music Tomato World. Hello, this is Kirk Hammett from Metallica, and you're listening to Music Tomato World. You're watching Music Tomato World. Jesus Christ. Okay, one more time, okay? This is Kirk Hammett from Metallica, and you're watching Music Tomato World. Are you choking yet? Are you? Aren't you? Whatever.
Okay, thank you.
It actually.
これに来た